Figuring out what you could have done differently or what you would do differently if you had it to do over again, all that is a blueprint for what to do in the future. Hey everyone, what's up? Devon Brown here, and today I want to ask you a question, and the question I want to ask you is, what could you have done differently? And before you answer that question, let me explain what I mean by that and where I'm coming from when I ask the question. So, I'm not sure when you're watching this video. I'm recording this video toward the end of the year, and the year I'm recording it toward the end of is 2020, which will go down in infamy as one of the most whatever years ever in the history of the planet. And so, my question to you is really, as you're looking back, if you're watching this at the end of 2020, as you're looking back, or maybe you're watching this at the end of 2021 or 2022, or hell, I don't care if you're watching it in July of 2040, doesn't matter. As you're looking back, my question to you is this: are there things that you would have done differently, right? Knowing what you know now, if you could go back to the beginning of the year, would you do something differently? And if so, what would you do differently? And the reason I'm asking this question is not from a place of regret. What I don't want when I pose this question, what I don't want is for you to sit there and say, oh, I should have done X and I should have done Y and I should have done Z and darn it, no. I don't want to come at it from that perspective. The reason I ask is because figuring out what you could have done differently or what you would do differently if you had it to do over again, all that is a blueprint for what to do in the future, right? That's this is kind of like regret, right? Like, oh, I wish I had. That's regret. And a lot of people say don't live your life, feeling regret, and that's fair. But I think there's a big lesson in regret, and that lesson is just a signal that we need to do stuff differently when the opportunity arises again. And the great thing is that the opportunity always arises again. So back in the day when I was really shy around women, I would go out to the club and I would be dancing and some cute girl would come up and be like, hey, Devon, you're a really good dancer. And I'd be like, thanks, you're pretty. And then I'd run away, and that was what I did. And so I would leave the club and I would have regret, right? I'll put that in quotes. It's actually regret. Like, oh, I wish I had said something to her. Right? And that was a signal of an action that I wish I had taken, which means that the next time I'm out at the club, which for me back then would have been the next night some cute girl comes up to me and says, hey, Devon, great dancer, I'll know to say something. That's all it is a signal. And so as you look back on the previous year or the previous day or week or month or whenever you're watching this video, if there's something that you would have done differently, I want you to be like, oh my gosh, I would have done that differently had I known then what I know now. Well, guess what? You know it now, and going forward, you can choose to do it differently. And this is applicable in so many parts of life, whether it's your dating life or your business life or your personal development or whatever, right? You always have the chance to do differently, and that's called learning, and that's called growth, right? So when I ask the question, what would you have done differently? When you figure out the answer, that's a signal or a clue of what to do differently going forward to create the kind of life that you want. I hope that makes sense. That's all I got for today. Snap my fingers. I gotta switch my knee. All right. Oh, getting old. That's it. If you like this video, or if this video was helpful, like it, comment, share, all that good stuff. I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye. Hey, Devon here. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and connect with me on social media. And if you enjoyed this content, be sure to share it with your friends.